Have you ever found yourself sweating and your heart racing before an important presentation, or during a critical job interview, or just in a situation where that happens? You are not alone. Today we are going to tackle these moments head on. Stick around to learn how you can stay cool and composed when it really counts. Welcome back to the channel. Today we dive into a topic that affects us all. At one point in life, one way or another. Anxiety, the feeling anxious can throw you off your game, especially when the stakes are high. But what really is anxiety? It's more than just feeling nervous. It is your body's natural response to stress. It's that sense of fear or apprehension about what's to come. We've all felt it, right? I'd love to know in the comment. Let me know. Whether it's giving a big speech or sitting for an exam or just doing what I'm doing right now. I was anxious. Oh, you better believe it. Anxiety manifests in so many ways in our lives. Some of you might have experienced, maybe a rapid heartbeat. Others might be dealing with sweat, shaky hands, or even racing thoughts. These symptoms aren't just uncomfortable. They can actually hinder your performance when you need to be at your best. So what can you do about it? What are you going to do about it? Because one way or another, you're going to face it in life. So let's find out. Let's explore this. We've all faced it. One way or another in life. Some people choose to stay with it. Some people choose to focus on it. Let's explore some practical strategies to manage these symptoms and stay cool under pressure. First, deep breathing techniques are a simple yet powerful tool to calm your mind and body. Have you ever tried the breathing exercise, during a stressful time? If not, let me just explain. You know the breathing technique. Let's just say you're probably going for an interview. And some people, we all face anxieties. And guess what? Even the interviewer is also going through anxiety because they want to fill that position as quick as possible so that they can continue with work. Let me just let you know that. So the next time you go for an interview, you know this. And first, I actually have a video on how to answer the question, tell me about yourself. Go and watch it. It is very powerful. You will learn something. Anyway, that's not what I was facing today. So the breathing techniques. We all breathe. But I don't know if my way of breathing is your way of breathing. Me, I just breathe. You know how I breathe? Come. Let me even sit well to explain this. Come closer. Come closer. Let me give you this tea. Let me give you the tea. And people love the tea. You know why I love explaining personal development like tea? Because everyone loves it. You know, once you hear, come, I give you the tea. You want to know it. Because it's that moment where you get to forget about what you're facing. And now you face the tea. So come, I give you the tea that is going to help you with the breathing technique. Have you ever been in a situation where you are faced with that thing of you have to pretend? We all pretend. You know where you pretend? I am 100% sure you've pretended when you're dating someone. The first days of when you meet someone, there's always that pretense. That's where you go and gather the energy from. You're like, oh, I don't know how to breathe. It is what you're doing right now. Because whoever is not breathing, we all know where they are. You know that pretense that you pretend in a relationship or when you're being courted, or if you're a man where you're courting, you know, you're pretending one way or another. Like, I'll give you heaven right here on earth, and all those things. And you're so confident and you know very well you're pretending. Guess what? You see that energy that you just used? You see that energy? That is the same energy that you need and probably less. It's been a while since I've said about energy. Go check the first videos. I speak about this a lot. You sit down. It is not like you move with your legs to go get it. Come, let me give you the tea. What you do, it is you sit there and you breathe. And then in your brain, because you know what? I love God how He created us. You cannot know what's going on in the brain. So whether you have anxiety, you're like, okay, just remember in your brain, just breathe regular, normal. Like what I'm doing right now, I'm breathing. And then go in your brain And remember that one part in your life where you pretended. If you're like, I don't know where, have you dated? You definitely pretended one way or another. Gather that energy there. Because people, they love that thing of, yeah, she said we do this, but I don't know how to do it. What do you mean? Remember one place in your life where you pretended, gather the energy and bring it right there in whatever anxiety it is you're facing in life. And use that same energy. And you just continue. You like pretend, Have you ever been in a situation like, you lift your head up high? Let me fix my crown. Someone asked me, why do you love wearing these things? What do you mean, don't I look good? It is for me. Anyway, that's not the thing. Let's continue. You gather that energy. You gather that energy, and then you pretend with it. You continue breathing, and then you remember that moment. Let me tell you, it is going to happen subconsciously. You don't have to sit, and now you're waiting. Energy, come to me. It is when you're in that anxiety situation, it is an interview, it is a presentation, gather the energy, and you pretend like you just pretended where you just remembered where you use pretense. And you just pretend and go ahead with it. And that's it. Let's continue. So the next one is visualization. This involves picturing yourself succeeding in whatever high-stakes situation you're facing. So imagine yourself acting that interview or delivering a flawless presentation. Visualization isn't just daydreaming. It is a preparation technique used, for example, by athletes and successful professionals worldwide. Visualization. Once you breathe, you use, that technique I just gave you of pretense. Maybe it can work for me. Put it in the comments. You see there I'm saying it can work for me. That's what has worked for me. That is the tea I just gave you, what I use. Maybe you never know. Even now, maybe I'm just going through that. And I'm just pretending. And then you visualize yourself. So you're gonna go do an interview. You already know where to gather the energy. Pretend you're doing that. And then visualize yourself doing it. That's it. Once you visualize yourself doing it, you know what that does to you? It makes your body, your mind to experience that at that particular moment. You're experiencing that, like how they say, prepare for an interview before you go. What do you think? Why do you think they say that? Why do you think there's preparation before doing something? Athletics do this. Professional people do this. Why do you think there is that? Come, let me tell you why there is that. One thing, you prepare, you put your mind, you put your body to going through it. So that when you're doing it, the brain is built to protect you. So that when you're doing it, the brain is like, oh, we've done this before. Let's do it. That's why when there is something new that you need to do in life, there's always that anxiety. There's always that fear of unknown. And then the brain is protecting you. We've not done this before. Maybe this, maybe that. Talk to your brain. Tell your brain, come here, let's talk. Let's make a deal. If I do this and I don't die, and then what? If I do this and we succeed, just have a communication in your brain. Because it is there to protect you. Tell it, let's do this. Let's give it a shot. Within the first 2 minutes, then we can tell. The brain will shut. You ever had those noises? Let me give you a tip. Those noises that go, they don't stop. Tell you, let's try. Let's just do this. Just give it a try. Take to the way you talk to anyone. Talk to your brain like that. Let's just do this and see what happens. If you see like, I'm going to go for, then save me. Tell it. Give it a chance. Give it that. So visualization. Use pretense in a positive way, because there's that pretense these days everyone has. Why don't you use it this end? You know how it is. You know how it feels, right? This is not you don't need any teaching. You don't need tips on pretense. And some people are so good at pretending that they don't even know that they are pretending anymore. It is part of them. Why don't you use it to positive in your life, to something good in your life? Just give it a shot. Put it in the comment. Let me know as you're giving a like. Use that. What did I just say? Whatever I just said. I'm also forgetting. I'm not pretending that I'm forgetting, by the way. It just came and goes, What else? What did I say? Visualization. You visual that you've already done it. So that when you're doing it, it is not something new. That is why there is preparation. Why? Guess what? There is. Why do we have to study for exams? I don't feel like. Go and watch my video on patience. Why? Guess what? Even in this school of life, there is doing exam and there is preparation. So visualize and use breathing techniques. If you don't know how to, combine the two. figured it out. Simple as that. Then there's self-talk, positive self-talk. This is about replacing those critical and negative thoughts, crucial and negative thoughts, with affirming and encouraging ones. Change them. Instead of telling yourself, I can't do this, I can't do this, say, I am prepared and capable. So how do you tackle this to yourself when you're facing challenges? Reflect on this. So how do you reflect? How do you change how do you shift the inner dialogues that happens and you make it more supportive in your life? How? How do you switch those thoughts? You know, once I've always said, how do you change that? Guess what? What just happened in your brain? How do you change that? What came in your brain right now? Is it a way, a solution? Maybe your brain is already thinking of solutions, right? One way or another, either you thought of a solution or your brain was thinking of a solution. Please put it in the comment. I just put you on a spot and now you get to see how it happens in action. How do you change? Oh, I can't do this. Then you shut off your brain from that moment. You've shut off your brain from giving you the response answer. But once you change from I can't to how can I do this, you've opened up the gates of so many thoughts that will either teach you on how to do that or finding answers, finding solutions on whatever it is. You don't just shut off your brain by, oh, I can't do that. I can't do the presentation. I can't go to the interview. I can't do the practices. Yeah, but I do want the results. I do want the job, but I can't do the interview. Then what? Then what? So that's how you change from I can't to how can I do this. If you don't know the how, the brain cannot provide the how because there are some things you just have to learn. Then you ask yourself, who? Who can I learn from? Who has done this that I can learn from? Who has done this that can teach me? That if you shut off from I can't do that and it stops there, it is up to you. So let me share a personal story. Once I had a major presentation at work that I had to go do, be the trainer of the day because the trainer called out and they were like, she's right there. I was put in the spot. Major presentation, I found in a vast audience. They had so many people that day. I felt overwhelmed. Hey! By using these exact strategies, deep breathing, pretending, getting the energy from pretense, visualization, and positive self-talk, I was able to turn my anxiety into excitement, and I delivered one of the best presentation of my career. It was a game changer for me. So do you have a similar experience? Wherever you manage to overcome your anxiety, that experience where you got to overcome your anxiety, I would love to hear your story. Tell me about it. Put it in the comments. The tips that I gave you, that's what I used. It worked for me. It might work for you. Try one. So let's recap. Today we've covered some effective strategies to help you manage anxiety in a high pressure situation. Even the lowest pressure, right? Deep breathing, visualization, positive self-talk, and gathering that energy where I told you. Remember, these aren't just tips, but they are tools that you can start practicing today to see real results. Anxiety does not have to be a roadblock anymore in your life. You just learned something powerful. It can be your stepping stone to greater confidence and success. Go watch my video from comfort zone to courage zone. You will love it. It's going to give you more tips. I encourage you today, try out these techniques and see the difference for yourself. Practice them regularly. And you'll find that staying calm in high pressure situations, becoming second nature in your life. Don't forget to share the progress or any questions that you might have in the comment section. Your experience could inspire others, could inspire me. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up or share it with someone, and share it with someone who might find it beneficial for them in their life. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. I'm patient, I'm calm, right? To this channel for more practical tips and more tea. We give positive tea. Remember, Beating anxiety is possible, and you have the power to do it. So whatever tips I gave you, they are not tips that, oh, I have to go hire someone. Oh, I don't know. No, I gave you tips of things you've used before. Strategies you've used before. You didn't know you can use it in something else positively in your life. Here we gather tea that helps you improve your life. Until next time, thank you.